Hi, guys. Thank you so much for your time today, and congrats on the positive reception that it got at Cannes. Just to start off, what was it like watching the film with that audience at the festival?
It was nice. It's always nice to see a film that you've done and to have to feel the vibrations.
Mm.
So it was no, I was very happy to be in Cannes with David, and his last time in Cannes was I think 8 years ago.
Yeah.
So it was very moving as well. And I mean,
People were happy to have him back.
yes.
Yeah.
And he's very, I mean, I know he's very respected here in America, but also in France. He's like a god, you know. So it was. I was happy for him as well.
Well, for
I
good
see
reason.
you're a Mets fan, I see, right? Is
I
that
am.
Mets?
Don't be jealous.
Congratulations. I'm a Mets fan too.
And a Rangers fan as well.
Congratulations. Last night was something else. Yeah,
Well,
no, it was wonderful to be there and have you never know how people are going to react, especially to one of his movies, but it was great to be there. I wasn't, people say, oh, are you nervous for the premiere and all that? And I said, no, I wasn't going in, because I knew that I liked the movie. I think it's a really important movie. And when you know that it's something valuable, whether people take to it immediately or not, you're part of something special. So it's relaxing. And then you're just hoping other people get it too. With most of his movies, the next time you see it, the third time you see more layers, because he's really thoughtful in the way he writes, the way he makes his movies. And that's not true of most movies, even the ones I like a lot. If I see it a second and a third time, I might still say, yeah, it's still good, but maybe it's not as profound as I thought. With him, it's the other way around. They get better and better. And he's usually in many ways ahead of his time, and the ideas he presents and the images he presents. So this is definitely true, I think, of Crimes of the Future.
But Viggo, obviously you've worked with David a handful of times, and how has your relationship with him evolved over these, I guess, almost 20 years now?
Well, we're friends, above all, so we are always in touch and we talk about many things, usually not so much about the movies, but sometimes we do. Did you see this movie? Like you do with friends. So there's a lot of trust there. And because I trust him and I know what he's able to do, I will try things for him. Lea's very brave. I think she's just always courageous. I'm not always, but for him, I will try unusual things more readily than I might for other directors who haven't proven to me that they have the intellect or the skill or the filmmaking ability. With him, it's, that you're going to go on an adventure, and there's going to be something, you're going to get something, you're going to learn things, which is great.
And this is your first collaboration with him, where it's his screenplay, his original idea, and of course, it's in the sci-fi fantasy genre. Did that make this one a little more unique or different in any specific way?
Well, in a way, yeah, it's true that imagery wise and some of the concerns, body stuff, he's going back to things that he had explored a couple decades ago. But now, not only has the technology improved, but as a filmmaker, he's more sure of himself. So he knows exactly what he wants. You have to be on your toes as an actor because you're going to get one or two takes maybe, and not that many angles. He knows, he's already editing in his head. So he's advanced. So it's a combination of his maybe earlier themes or preoccupations, but with a enhanced ability to get those ideas across as a filmmaker. I really enjoyed that aspect of it, and yeah, I was happy because I thought he was done. He wrote a novel called Consumed, which is really interesting, and I think he was tired of. For him, it's always difficult to raise the money. I don't know why, maybe because he tries different things each time. But he's one of the most reliable directors, you know. He always makes a story that gives you something to talk about, something to think about, no matter what the story is. He never goes over budget, never goes over schedule. For a producer, you would think they would let him shoot a movie every year if he wanted to, but it's not, it's always been difficult. So I think he got to a point where it's too much work trying to raise the money, and I'll just write novels now. And I think he himself wasn't sure he was going to make any more. You know? Maybe he would write screenplays, but not direct them and so forth. But yeah, I'm glad he changed his mind. And I think he had a really good time, and he's already planning his next one. So I'm very happy about that.
You know, Leah, and I it's just for both of you, you know, I think there's so much more to this world than we see in the film. It almost feels like it could keep going just as it's ending. I'm curious if you guys think that there are any more stories to tell in this world, or, you know, if you're content if it would just be the one and done.
Like sequel to this movie?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I mean, we never know with David, but yeah.
I mean, one thing I like about his stories and movies in general, I like movies that when they finish, you say, well, and now what?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like you want to.
Now what does that mean? What's going to happen to Caprice? What's going to happen to Saul? Are they going to keep going? Are the authorities going to punish them for this what happens at the end of the movie? That's a sign that it's a good movie. I mean, I felt that on the first one I did, History of Violence. You know, when the family's at the table at the end, you're like, holy shit, now what? He's come home. Is the family going to stay together? What's going to happen? Are more people going to come after him? You know, from Philadelphia? What's going to happen? You don't know. And that it gives you something to talk about. Obviously, Eastern Promises, they even were thinking about making a sequel, but you don't need it.
Right.
I think he's one of those filmmakers that respects the audience. He doesn't try to over-explain. He lets the audience think for themselves, but he does that to us as actors too. I've cast you for a reason. I expect you to be prepared and to show me something. And, you know, when you first work with him, I think, maybe Leia can speak to this, it's a little unsettling because he doesn't say much if it's going okay. I remember you asking me the first day, or maybe it was the first or second day, you said, is he okay? And I go, what do you mean? And he goes, well, he's not saying anything, and now we're doing another shot or another scene. I said, no, he's really happy. And I mean, you can ask him anything you want, and he's very open, but if he likes it, he doesn't really say anything, which is unsettling because you're used to directors going, do this. Right. If he likes it, it's like, that's it.
Yeah, it's true.
Awesome. Well, guys, thank you so much. Appreciate it. And again, congrats on the film.
Thank you.
Thank you. I can feel you pulling things around in there.
It's a brand new organ. Never before seen. We've all felt that the body was empty. Empty of meaning. And we've wanted to confirm that, so that we could fill it with meaning.
The world is a much more dangerous place now that pain has all but disappeared.
Surgery is sex, isn't it?
Is it?
You know it is. Surgery is the new sex.
But I don't like what's happening with the body. In particular, what's happening with my body. Which is why I keep cutting it up. What do you think they'd find inside it?
Outer space.
Whoops. Sorry.
Let us not be afraid to map the chaos inside. Let us create a map that will guide us into the heart of darkness.